What a week it was for our Marauders. The volleyball team upset a top 5 team in the state in Kearny. The golf team upset a previously undefeated Don Bosco. And the lacrosse team now with another undefeated week, winning 3 games in 4 days. So find out how the rest of the program did in this week's State of the Marauders podcast.
Floater too strong. Rebound tapped around. The three to win the game. No good. And Prep survived. The Marauders have won their first sectional championship since 2014.
Wow, unbelievable turnover.
Jude Sargent.
Here's Jude with 9, with 8, with 7. Sargent scores! Jude Sargent delivers with 5.9 left to go. What a turn of events, and the Marauders regain the lead, 8-7.
And there's Tyler Bell, a double pass, wide open, caught, touchdown.
So, welcome everyone to episode 110. We're sponsored always by our good friends at D1 Media Pro, the number one live stream in the state of New Jersey for high school sports. In this week's episode, we'll break down everything that happened in Marauder Land, including the fact that a lot of great things happen within our program, a lot of victories to talk about. We're also going to break down who won this week's edition of the Marauder Player of the Week award. And we're going to also reveal who are the candidates for next week's award. So we can always be found on any listening devices, on Apple, on Spotify, on Anchor, you name it, we are there. So be sure to search State of the Marauders or follow us on our social media profile at SOTM Marauders to see all of our exclusive Marauder content. As always, I am your host, team reporter Renato Rodriguez of the class of 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure to be on with you as always. And let's talk about the news of the week. So, in this week's news, make sure you always download the app. Again, the app will give you all the exclusive content you need for your St. Peter's Prep Marauders, including all the live streams, schedules, texting service form, play of the week voting, and much, much more. Again, follow us for that at SOT Marauders. Download the link as an app for your home screen, and also the pack has a Pixel camera on FHS Network. So any lacrosse games that happen at the pack, be live streamed on there. You guys have the D1 Media Pro live streams. They do a great job all year long providing the best content for St. Peter's Prep Athletics. So again, make sure you download the app today. Also, make sure you're liking and subscribing our YouTube channel at SOTM Network. Again, we have highlights on there of some games that I cover. You know, we have last week's lacrosse game against Milburn, last week's baseball game against Ferris on there. You also have the podcast in video form in its entirety on YouTube as well. So make sure you like and subscribe today. So as we keep talking about prep hockey, still looking for some assistant coaches for your team. Okay. And again, if you are interested, if you have any previous youth hockey experience or even current youth hockey experience, that's always a positive. So again, make sure you reach out to head coach Brendan Roche at rocheb@spprep.org. So also coming up this week for your Marauders, it's spring open house season. Yes, April 30th, spring open house. We have the link for that on the State of Marauders app. Make sure you download it on there. And again, it's going to be for current 6th to 8th graders who are interested in learning more about prep as a prospective student. Learn about everything athletics, learn about everything in the academic realm, admissions process, everything. Every question that needs to be answered can be answered at the spring open house. And make sure you come in from 1 to 3 p.m. this Sunday. So also on the docket this week, we got some camps opening up for both basketball and baseball. Basketball has a Shooting for Success camp led by basketball head coach Alex Melbo. He's inviting 3rd to 6th graders to his academy. They've had a couple of offerings already, so the final offering will be this Saturday, April 29th, from 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. So for more information and registration information, please sign up on the link that will be the app as well. And also, baseball camp will be starting up this summer. They're having 2 sessions, one on June 26th and 29th, and the other one from July 31st to August 3rd. It will be held at Lincoln Park in Jersey City from 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. And it's going to be held from ages 8 to 14. So the information to register can be found on the app as well. So let's talk about what happened in the realm of prep athletics this week. Golf got 2 victories on the week. They competed against Glenrock, who were 6-5 before this matchup against the Marauders. And they also took on a previously undefeated Don Bosco prep squad in the first matchup. The Marauders absolutely destroyed Glenrock, 163, 193. It's a par 36. Kevin Gomes with a +1. Liam Richardson with a +5. Central Pelticelli with a +6 to lead the way for the Marauders. Jackson Ledger with a +7. But in that matchup against Don Bosco, the Marauders would win 159, 165. They won by 6 strokes. Bosco was previously 9-0 up into this matchup. Jackson Ledger on a par 36 shot a -2. Let's go, Jack. That's a great job by Jackson Ledger, -2 on that course. Liam Richardson came right behind him with a +4. Kevin Gomes with a +5. Santa Petroselli with a +8 to round out how the Marauders did. But this golf team has done a great job so far this year, playing well against the competition. Now 3-2, and they're gonna have 3 matches this week. Thursday, they take on Dwight Englewood. Today, from Rock Spring Country Club. Before taking on the Blue Devil Invitation that's out in Westfield on Tuesday, and then they end the week by taking on Blair Academy on Thursday. Tennis, undefeated week. Let's go, tennis team. They took on Memorial, Kearny, and Xavier of New York in that first matchup against Memorial. They would win 4-1. Got to win it 6-2, 6-1. Ignacio Harsh would win it 6-0, 6-0. Lucas Mira McKenzie would win it 6-1, 6-0. The team of John O and Kyle O would fall. They would win 6-0 in the first set. They would lose 7-10-8. And then in second doubles, Jeremy Camber and Jack Rousseau would win 6-2, 6-1. In the matchup against Kearny, they would absolutely positively destroy them. Clean sweep, 5-0. Ignacio Harsh in first singles, 6-1, 6-0. Lucas Mira McKenzie, 6-0, 6-0. Lucas had a great week for our tennis team. Jack Rousseau, third singles, 6-0, 6-3. A little switch there. First doubles, Gina O, Kyle O would win 6-1, 6-0. And then Jeremy Camber, Eric Saunders would win 6-0, 6-0. Then against Xavier of New York, they would win 4-1. Yashkana would win his matchup, losing the first set 6-3, but coming back, winning the second set 6-0, and winning the third set 7-5. Ignacio Harsh would win 6-2, 6-4. Lucas McKenzie 6-3, 6-4. John O. Kyle O. will lose the first set 7-6, but they would come back and win 6-2, 6-4 before Jeremy Cambridge so would fall 4-6, 6-3, and 8-10. So good job, tennis. They are on a roll to start off the year. The tennis team is now 5-1, and they have 4 big matches upcoming this week. They take on Bayonne on the road today before hosting McNair and Seton Hall Prep at Lincoln Park on Wednesday and Friday, respectively, before going on the road Saturday to take on Fairfield Prep in Connecticut's big showdown out of state for our tennis Marauders. Another news, the baseball team with another up-down week for our baseball Marauders. They start off strong, though. They defeated Kearny 10-0 in 5 innings. Justin Navarro had an inside-the-park home run, 3 RBIs. Massimo Fatimian had 2 hits. Lorenzo Camilleri, Elliot Jablonski, Trey Brooks, there's Sam Porch, and Jason Kirk all had RBIs in the contest. And Mason Fisher put up a gem against Kearny, 4 no-hit innings with 8 strikeouts. So that was a good start. Then continue with their second game of the year against Ferris, in which we had Kevin Connolly on the call for that exclusive matchup with myself as well against Ferris. So let's take a look at the highlights from the matchup against Ferris.
That one hit right back up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. 1 run in. Michele being waved around third. The throw is not in time. It's a 2-run single for Justin Navarro. And Prep back within 1. It's 4-3 Bulldogs. 3-2 pitch is lined into center field. It's a base hit. 1 run comes in to score. Navarro being waved around third. He will score as well. It's a 2-run single for Sam Porch. And Prep has taken the lead here in the third inning. 9 comes set. 0-2 went back to the breaking ball. Hit on the ground. This could be 2. Flip, there's 1. On to first. It's a double play. Just what the Marauders needed. They get 2 outs for the price of 1. Vega playing in front of Camilleri over there at first. Vicencio even with the bag, as that one is hit in the air to center field. Ponce makes the catch. Corwin tags up. The throw comes into third base. Sliding in there safely is Michele. It's a sacrifice fly for Navarro, his 3rd RBI today. And Prep's back. Stein looking for a quick first out here in this 4th inning. And he gets it on a breaking ball. Had Abreu fooled. 1 away. First batter, Mahara, has faced 3-2 inside, cut on and miss, strike 3. Mahara wins the battle against Ponce, and that's a big second out. St. Peter's Prep righty comes set against the biggest bat in this Ferris order. On the inside, corner called, strike 3. Prep works out of the jam here in the 4th. We go to the 5th, 6-5 Marauders. 5th inning, and Matt Corwin already having his 4th at-bat of the game. And he swings, and the first pitch is lined into left field for a base hit. Bobbled there by Abreu. 1 run comes in to score. Stopping at second is Ruiz. RBI single for Matt Corwin. And Prep has a 2-run lead. 2-run lead for Prep. Payoff, pick, check, swing. He went around. Mahara comes up and in. Abreu can't lay off. And it's another huge strikeout for Jalen Mahara. Breaking ball, served down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Abreu will cut it off just before the corner. Navarro on his way to third. He's being waved around third. Here's the play at the plate, and the throw is bobbled out there in short left field. And down to third on the play goes Infante Meehan. Was being waved around third regardless. And the infield drawn in, and that pitch is served into right field. It gets down for a fair ball. That'll bring Infante Meehan in to score. Sam Porch on his way to second with an RBI. His last 3 times up. He's batting now for the 5th time today
and the 4th inning in a row as he hits that one in the air, left field and deep. Back goes Abreu. It's going to one hop over the wall for a ground rule double. Another RBI for Matt Corwin. He's fired up at second base, and Prep adds another run. And he hits that one in the air to right field. Paulino coming in, not going to be able to get there, and he'll have to play it on a bounce. Corwin in to score. An RBI single for Joe Haynes. And the line keeps moving for St. Peter's Prep. 20th in most recent NJ.com top 20. As that breaking ball is cut on and missed by Justin Hernandez. One out here in the 7th.
Sure.
Called strike 3. Corwin making quick work of Ferris here in the 7th. They were able to settle down and play some really good ball after that first inning. As the 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball, tapped softly to second. Ruiz throws on to first, and Prep completes the comeback against Ferris, and they win it going away 12-5.
Yeah, it's a big, big win for the Marauders. You know, that big 6 innings is going to be what they're going to talk about. And again, Kevin, we might see these teams one more time in the Hudson County tournament, but the Marauders now 2-0 against the Ferris Bulldogs.
So the Marauders would win it 12-5 against the Bulldogs. Matt Corwin, 3 for 4, 2 RBIs. He closed the door 7th, as you just saw, the 2 strikeouts there. Justin Nadar, Sam Porch, again, absolutely clutch, 3 RBIs each. Joe Haynes, 2 for 3 with an RBI. Massimo Meehan, Adrian Rojas, Jason Kirk with an RBI each as well. Jalen Maraha, great in relief of Ray Stein. Maharaha pitched 2 and 2 scoreless innings to help Prep hold off Ferris. He's been awesome all year long out of the bullpen for the Marauders, so look for him to play a big role moving forward. Now we go into the other 2 games that the Marauders have this week. They will lose 12-7 to Bayonne. Zay Ruiz, 3 for 3 with a triple 3 RBIs. He had a big game. Sam Porch again delivering the RBI machine, 3 for 4 with an RBI. Gianluca Logan with an RBI. Matt Kinsler came in on relief, got all 4 outs. He recorded the strikeout, and then Elder Lumba, 6 strikeouts in 3 innings, also in relief as well. Then they took on number 4 ranked team in the state, Bergen Catholic. They would go down 6-2, which back with RBIs each, and then Jalen Maharaha also got an inning in the 3rd, scoreless innings in relief as well. So the Marauders are now 7-4 in the season, and another big week on tap. They take on Memorial today on D1 Media Pro. Cape Point. Kevin Connolly and I will on the call for that one. That's a 4:30 p.m. start. Again, you can follow along by clicking on the app for the NFHS stream. Then they're right back at Caven on Tuesday against St. Joe's Regional Montdale. That's 4:30 start. Again, D1 Media Pro. Kevin Connolly on the call. Senior night Wednesday night against Catholic. And again, Kevin and I we're going to call for that one as they take on Hudson Catholic. And then they take on Union City Friday night, Caden Point, 6 p.m. And then a Thank You Classic on Sunday against Morris Knowles from Woodwich. A big week on tap for our Marauders. That's how they do against some stiff Northern Jersey competition. The big news of the week, my opinion, the big news is the fact that the lacrosse team is 3 wins. They got 3 wins. Like, this, Coach Watts has done a tremendous job with this team. You know, they are now 5-1 on the year, okay? They faced off against 2 division opponents this week in Milford and Cranford. They also took on a conference opponent in Morristown as well. They won all 3 matchups. So instead of me going through everything that happened in that contest, we're going to go through that after the fact. But I want to bring on two of my favorite special guests of the podcast. Ignacio Marro, Jessica Briamonte, Class 25 of the Chalk Talk podcast. They break down how the lacrosse team did this week in their 3 victories, as well as how the team is going to prepare for the upcoming matchups against Princeton Day, which I'll be covering that one on Tuesday, and against West Orange, most likely Senior Day on Saturday. So let's welcome in to the State of the Marauders hotline, the one the only Ignacio Marro and Jackson Briamonte. Welcome to the State of Marauders Hotline, sponsored by the Torna Bennett Group. They provide leadership solutions for nonprofit organizations, professional fundraising, interim executives, and strategic marketing. They also provide sales, fundraising, and executive solutions for New Jersey businesses. For more information, call 201-932-0100 today. That's 201-932-0100.
Welcome back to the State of Marauders podcast. This week we have an action-packed week. I'm here with Jackson Briamonte, and we're going to be going over the 3 lacrosse games that your Marauders won. All 3 went 3 for 3 this week against Morristown, Milburn, and Cranford High School. So, Prep beat Morristown 6-4. Jude Sargent had 3 goals. Will Cole had 1 goal. Aiden Williams had a goal. Connor Cagle had a goal. And Henry Walker had 16 saves, while Jacob Halicki won 10 face-offs. Jackson, what do you think about this Morristown game? Who stood out to you the most?
Definitely Aiden Williams and Will Cole. Will Cole being a sophomore and Aiden Williams being a freshman. They both really stepped into their roles, as in Will Cole had to play some attack setting. Aiden Williams got to start in midi with the absence of Brian Kelly and John Kearns on attack. Jed Rohrbacher got bumped down to attack from midi, and Aiden Williams filled his spot. And with John Kearns being hurt, Will Cole really had to step up at the other attacking spot. But the two of them just played their role well. They answered the call, they got the goals, they did what they needed to do, and that really helped propel them to that win. Jed Rohrbacher, 2 assists in that game. A lot of the younger underclassmen on the team really showing through, stepping into that role, what it means to be on the prep lacrosse team. So they were definitely some of the standouts offensively.
I mean, yeah, I agree that next man up has really been a great mentality that the Marauders have been using. And I think this game was a lot more dominating than the scoreboard shows. At the end of the day, it was 6-4, but they scored 2 goals within the last 30 seconds of the game. It really was a more dominating win for the viewers out there that don't have context to the score. But I think it was a very impressive win for the Marauders.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it's going to look like they only won by 2, and technically they did, but up into that last 30, 40 seconds or so, they had them. It was just a few goals right at the end. Guess you could say garbage time goals for Morristown, but great game all the way through. Jacob Halicki was a standout with, like you said, 10 face-offs won, but he had 75% of winning because he had 14 face-offs. And Henry Walker, 16 saves. Another very high save game for him. He's really been very helpful in the amount of saves that he's doing and some type saves that he's doing. Some of them are amazing saves.
Yeah, for sure. He's been one of the best players for these Marauders all season, as it is his first year as captain, too.
Yes.
Yeah, and moving on from Morristown, next up the Marauders faced Milburn on Thursday. It was a 9-6 win. Jude Sargent had a hat trick. Connor Cagle had 2 goals. Will Cole had 2 goals. Tommy Blunda had a goal, and so did Jed Rohrbacher. Henry had another 17-save game. What are your thoughts on the Milburn game?
I think again, same with last game, people stepping up. Jed Cole stepping up again into the roles. And like Jude Sargent has been a standout almost every game this season. Scoring 2+ goals in almost every game. He's just been phenomenal so far this season. Shooting at a high capacity, scoring lots of goals, and just being good all around in that essence of scoring. Tommy Blunda, first varsity goal. Again, underclassmen really showing through, showing the work they've been putting in, all the extra reps, all the hours of practice, just really playing very well for this Marauders team.
No, yeah, I agree. I think one of the obviously Jude Sargent stands out, but I think one of the other players stands out is Will Cole. He had 2 goals, and this is only his second game starting for varsity, and he had 1 the week before. I think it's really impressive that he's filled into this role, considering he did not have any varsity playing time last year, and in the scrimmages he had limited playing time. But I think it's very impressive that he's been playing at the level he has and at the caliber that he has over this stretch of 3 games. I think just really impressive.
Yeah, 100%. And let's even with the defense played great this game.
Yeah.
Outside of the 4 penalties from Sean Cagle, but he still had a great game. It was a very good defensive game. Slides were good. Ball presence was there. Everyone was aggressive. It was just a great game. Great game all around.
I agree. You guys started out as just a dominating 8-2 lead, and then like the Morristown game, some garbage time goals that the Marauders would like to avoid, but overall win's a win.
Yeah, it's a conference win too, which is great.
Yeah. And so yesterday, Marauders finished their 3-game trip, I guess you could say, over the 1 week against Cranford High School in a very tight battle down to the last seconds against Cranford High School, an 8-7 win. Jude Sargent, another name we keep saying, had 4 goals. Jed Rohrbacher, playing attack due to John Kearns' absence, had a hat trick. And my boy Will Cole, who I've been saying is playing at an amazing level, had another goal. And Henry Walker had 15 saves. This is his 3rd game in a row with over 15 saves.
Yeah. Again, that was the Cranford game was a very good one. They played hard all the way through. Jed Rohrbacher, he's just played amazing at attack these past 3 games.
Yeah.
He's been stepping up when his name is called, when his number is called. He's been doing it all. This game, they came out hot, came out firing, and didn't let up. Played hard all the way through. Just a great game. Again, defensively. The defense has been, I want to say, underratedly good. I feel like we talk about the offense a lot on here, but the defense definitely needs more recognition because they are holding up their end very well, playing amazing defense down there. Henry Walker has been outstanding.
Yeah, I agree, and it's not to miss out on this. Danny O'Brien had his first varsity start, if I'm correct, and he played well, and the defense got another win. I agree that the defense is criminally underrated this year because, like you said, we do focus on the offense a lot, but I have to agree with your point that the defense played great over this 3 stretch.
Yeah. they've definitely gone under the radar though, because I feel like everyone's looking at the goal scored, the offense, who scored the goals,
Yeah.
but the defense definitely needs some love because they've been doing great things.
Yeah, for sure. So overall, there's 3 stretches of games. Jude Sargent had 10 goals over 3 games, which is ridiculous. And
Yeah.
the second leading scorer would be Will Cole with 4. I mean, actually no, Jed.
Yeah, Jed, right?
Jed and Will Cole tied with 4 goals over this 3-game stretch.
Yeah.
But I just think that's really impressive that the Marauders have dealt with so much adversity this year with the absence of Brian Kelly and John Kearns with his injured back. I think it's just really impressive that these dogs are just coming out, haven't played this position. Like Will Cole and Jed Rohrbecker are both middies.
Yeah.
And they're playing attack, and they're both scoring at a high rate. I just find it really, really impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Looking ahead, the Marauders have Princeton Day on Tuesday. That's bound to be a good one. Princeton Day is a very talented team. But I think the Marauders definitely do have what it takes to take it to Princeton Day. Take it to them, win it. But yeah, that'll be a good game. Definitely show out if you can, and then West Orange on Saturday.
Yeah, so there's not really a lot known about this team, considering they're on the other side of the state and we don't play them as much. But they are 5-2. We are 5-1. They beat Blair, Pennington School, Gill St. Bernard's, George from Pennsylvania, and they beat Mo Beard. Obviously, Prep is. I know that they're a better team than Mo Beard. We beat them last year pretty badly, but I don't know. It's just gonna be a very interesting game because there's a lot of unknowns, and Princeton Day lost to Del Val at a similar score. They lost 14-5.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely be one of the bigger games of the season. Could be deciding factor on I don't know how you put it, but this is definitely one that could like determine other big games, like playing a team like Bergen Catholic, knowing like they're a great team, just like Princeton Day School. This could be a determining factor of how are they going to play against Bergen Catholic. So this will definitely be a good game. Definitely try to show out if you can. 4:30 at the Pack.
Yeah, and I think this is also it's going to be like you said earlier before we started this podcast. It's going to be the Marauders win this game. We're put in a pretty good position.
Yeah, they'll be 6-1.
And they'll and what are we tied right now for our record last year?
Yeah, 5.
Amazing stuff. Some great adjustments compared to last year from Coach Andrew Watts. I mean, it's just great to see.
Yeah.
So
great.
overall, 3-0 over this 3 games in 4 days. Jude Sargent had 10 goals. Player of the week. Could we confirm that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And Henry Walker. You know what? We'll do a 2-way tie. Henry Walker
I
and
would
Jude
say
Sargent.
Jude is the offensive player of the week. Henry is the defensive player of the week.
There you go. Those are our 2 players of the week. Henry Walker, Jude Sargent. And we're looking forward to Princeton Day. Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. Make sure to be there at the Pack. Signing off, Ignacio, Marro, Jackson, Briamonte. Thank you for listening.
Peace.
So thank you, Ignacio. Thank you, Jackson, for providing the analysis for this week. And again, two big games upcoming for the Marauders. They're taking on Princeton Day and West Orange both at JFK Field. So come out and support, as I mentioned. Also, head out to the State of the Marauders Instagram page and Twitter page for the highlights to last week's 9-6 over the Melbourne, which I have to call. Have some technical difficulties in showing that this week, but make sure you tune in to the State of the Marauders podcast for that. Volleyball had 2 wins this week, in which they upset it. Number 8 Kearny lost it to Bayonne in 3 sets, 22-25, 25-18, 18-25, in which Owen Sanchez had 13 assists, 6 digs, 4 kills, 3 service points. Jan Cases had 16 digs, 6 kills, 3 blocks, and 4 service points. Gore had 12 service points and 4 aces with 9 digs to lead the Marauders in that one. But that was a tough loss for them. They couldn't finish that one, but they could finish the matchup against number 8 team, previously undefeated at the time, Kearny. So let's take a listen on how that happened. So when they had like trainer Joe Lasella for that video of the game winning point, the Mars winning 21-25, 25-21, and 29-27. Colin Gorm 13 digs and 3 service points with an ace. Owen Sanchez absolutely dominated, 18 assists, 15 digs, and 9 service points. Michael Shipman also had a great game, 13 kills, 5 service points, and 4 blocks. Ryan Kent 7 assists, 6 digs. Jack Cases 8 kills, 6 digs, 2 blocks, 2 service points, and 2 aces. So they are 3-3 on the year. They have 3 more matches this week as they head on the road to take on number 8 Harrison today before hosting Union City and North Bergen on Wednesday and Friday before we're heading to Livingston for a tournament on Saturday. So the track team had 2 events this week as they make some noise at the Warway and Blue Devil Invitationals. At the Warway Rising Stars Invitational at the 110-meter hurdles for the freshman Chad Stoneman winning at a time of 17.09, and the 1600-meter varsity squad Dante Lamentia came on 10th, and the 100-meter dash for the freshman Matt Pecco come in 2nd, Jordan Rodriguez in 3rd, Tyler Bell in 6th. And the 800-meter run for the freshman Aiden Dunn coming 4th, Cabrera Farnham in 11th, Jack Fitzgerald in 12th. And the 800-meter run for the sophomores Lucas Hernandez in 2nd, and Nate Palomino in 3rd. In the Blue Devil Invitational on the 4x110-meter shallow hurdle, they would come in first at a time of 102.46. That's a team of Chad Trammell, Corey Greenfield, Noah Willingham, and Chad Stone. And the 4x100-meter relay for the freshmen and sophomores end up in 3rd place overall. Christian Cruz, Matt Pecco, Tyler Bell, and Jordan Rodriguez. And the 4x100-meter relay varsity team, they also came in 3rd place. That's a team of Neko Luthi, Lickens, Chad Trammell, Jam Shink, and Andres Perez. And in the 1-mile run for the varsity, Teran Murahan came in 7th. In the 4x200-meter relay, freshman, sophomore, they came in first at a time of 1:34.60. That's a team of Christian Cruz, Jordan Rodriguez, Tyler Bell, and Matt Pecco. And the 4x200-meter varsity, in which they only got 2nd place by mere hundredths of a second, 0.16. That's a team of Neko Lizzie Liggins, Andres Perez, Nelson, Lindsay, and Del Lindsay. Great job. I think that was also a personal record I saw on their story, so it's a great job by those guys. And the 800-meter run, Con Rutledge ended in 9th place overall. And the 400-meter hurdles relay, again, they got first place overall as a team. That's the team of Corey Wheatfield ends up 3rd overall, Eddie DeBell in 6th overall, and Noah Willingham in 8th overall. And the 4x800-meter relay, they were 9th overall as a team of Aiden Dunn, Aiden Rocks, Liam Rocks, and Aiden Prucher. And the 400-meter dash, Jason Peterson in 6th. And the 300-meter run, Richard Harrington won the race at a time of 9:48.40 with Theodore McCarthy in 3rd. The 4x400-meter relay team won that at a time of 3:23.58. And the long jump, Jam Shank in 9th, and triple jump, Jam Shank in 6th. And the high jump, there were 6 overall as a team. Tyler Bell was tied for 3rd. And the pole vault, Chris Scavage was tied for 10th. And the javelin throw, when there were 4 overall as a team, Julian Cruz ends up in 10th. That's the highest overall. And in discus throw, with them be 8th as a team, Mason Simmons would end up in 10th overall as well. So this week, they take on the Penn Relays at the University of Pennsylvania. From Thursday to Saturday, it's a big meet. That's one of the biggest meets in the country. So good luck to our track marauders out there. And they also will compete at the Randolph Relays on Saturday as well. So last but not least, on the sports docket this week, we got the crew team. They did well at the Fairfield Prep Dual meet, and they also competed in the Manning Flick Invitational down in Philly as well. So in the Fairfield Prep Dual meet, there were 4 and 5 varsity 8 boats would go 1 and 2 of the wall, while the 3rd varsity 8 boat would come in 2nd, just a mere milliseconds behind the Fairfield boat. And the 1 varsity 8 boat would also get 1st place for the Marauders as well. In the Manning Flick Invitational, and the novice 8 boat, they get 5th place out of 14. The freshman 8 boat would get 1st place in the heat, 2nd place overall. The JV 4 boat would get 15th out of 24. The varsity 4 boat gets 4th in the heat, 14th overall. The 2nd varsity 8 boat gets 2nd in the heat, 4th overall. The 1st varsity 8 boat would get 3rd in the heat, 5th overall. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the varsity 8 boats combined are now the number 2 team in the state of New Jersey. So great job there. We got 2 more events this week for the crew team. They take on the state championships down in Camden on Saturday, and then on Sunday they take on the Cooper Cup Regatta. So before we announce this week's Marauder Player of the Week award winner, we had a message from our student club president, Ben Novasiolak, in which he has a message to the prep student body. So Ben, take it away.
Hey everyone, this is Junior Ben Novasiolak, the president of the State of the Marauder Sports Reporters Club. If you're a student at St. Peter's Prep and you want to get involved with sports media or broadcasting, come to one of our club meetings. Dates and times of the meetings will be published on the daily announcements, but if you want more information, you can just email me at novasiolakb24@students.spprep.org. We look forward to seeing you guys.
So, thank you again to Ben for that announcement. And now, let's talk about the Marauder Player of the Week award. We have 5 candidates for last week's nominations, including the tennis team, Yash Khanna; from the baseball team, Ray Stein; from the lacrosse team, Henry Walker; from the volleyball team, Owen Sanchez; and the track team, Corey Greenfield. So, let's get a drum roll, please. And the winner of this week's Marauder Player of the Week award, this person had 41% of the votes. He is senior captain for the volleyball team. The winner is Owen Sanchez. Congratulations to own on this accomplishment. And now, let's reveal next week's 5 nominees. So, this guy from tennis was absolutely phenomenal. He's been phenomenal in singles competition all year long. But we're going to get up to Lucas Mira McKenzie. This guy from the baseball team has been absolutely phenomenal. He started off as a pitcher, now he's transitioning to third base. The one, the only, the senior, Sam Porch. This guy on the lacrosse field was absolutely phenomenal. As Ignacio mentioned, 10 goals on the week. His name is Jude Sargent. This guy on the golf course absolutely stole the victory for the Marauders against Don Bosco. Big win for them. He shot a -2. His name is Jack St. Ledger. And then this freshman on the track team got a couple first place finishes overall. His name is Chad Stone. So, though on the State of the Marauders app, and as always, you can only vote once, and voting will end on April 29th at 11:59 p.m. So make sure you vote for who you think should be this week's Marauder Player of the Week. Well, that's going to do it for another edition to the State of Marauders podcast. Continue to spread the word of the State of Marauders podcast for sharing our social media profile at SOTM Marauders to everyone you know, and continue to check them out for all the latest updates. We'll be back next week to continue to talk about, hopefully, the great start to our spring season. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, and as always, let's go prep.
This is Lacrosse head coach Andrew Watts, and you are listening to the State of the Marauders podcast, sponsored by D1 Media Pro, the #1 live stream in the state for high school sports.